What's going on, guys? Tower number 9 here again, and we have another game of Star Wars Unlimited TCG draft gameplay. I have the same Vigilance Leia deck that I drafted earlier, and we're playing against ZuhairGalaxy here. I won the roll to go first. Let's see what we got. Alliance Dispatcher start seems pretty good. So we could do double Alliance Dispatcher start, which is sort of a meme. I think it's better to just do one of them, so we'll resource there. We can resupply. Ooh, yeah, so we'll do there. So we have Dispatcher into Bright Hope, which is pretty good. He's playing Jyn. Resupply might honestly be good here. I'm not a big fan of resupply though. I think, well, don't want a resource removal. I'd probably rather resource this resupply. So we're going to go like that. And we're going to see how this goes. So going first, we will lead off. Let's zoom this camera in a bit more. Yeah, so we're going to lead off here with the Alliance Dispatcher. So this is a 1 cost 1/2. As an action, you can exhaust it to play a unit from your hand, which costs 1 less. My opponent plays a Lothal Insurgent. When played, if you played another card this phase, each opponent draws a card, then discards a random card from hand. I'm going to just take the initiative here. We both have Security Complex, interestingly. Okay, so I could do Echo Base Defender, but what I'm going to do here is Bright Hope, withdraw my Dispatcher to draw a card. And that's going to, that's going to dodge the Lothal Insurgent. I don't want a resource removal, so I also don't really want to resource this Echo Base Defender. I guess what I could do is make an opening to kill the. It doesn't feel great. I think I'd rather do the Bright Hope withdrawal. Okay, so we're gonna resource here, I think. Yeah, so what I'll do is we're going to use the Dispatcher and pay 3 for Bright Hope. Then we're going to withdraw the Dispatcher to hand with Bright Hope and then draw a card. So when played, you may return a friendly non-leader ground unit to its owner's hand if you do draw cards. That's what we're doing. And thus, we are in a position where the Lothal Insurgent is no longer poised to remove the Dispatcher, and I can clear the Lothal Insurgent with this make an opening if needed. So now, okay, so we probably want to resource. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is probably play out, make an opening to kill the Insurgent and heal. We'll resource the Wingguard, which isn't very good, and then we're going to replay our little Dispatcher there, and we still potentially have the Bright Hope as well. So we're going to lead off with make an opening, kill that, heal 2. So that is giving unit -2/-2 for this phase, heal 2 damage from your base. And he plays a System Patrol Craft. We're going to bring back our friend, the Alliance Dispatcher. Oh yeah, Bright Hope and System Patrol Craft are kind of mutual counters here, which is funny. So he takes the initiative. So I could Bright Hope into his Patrol Craft, but I think I don't care to do so. I can potentially remove it with some of this other stuff. Well, yeah, it's interesting. If he has removal for me, it'd be nasty. We're just gonna pass. Okay, so now we're up to 5 resources. So we could Cargo Juggernaut, but it wouldn't heal at this point. Probably what we'll want to do is Vigilant Honor Guards. We have a lot of nice removal and late game cards though, so this is looking pretty solid. We'll see what happens here. This Dispatcher isn't threatening anything, but he's really annoying. Okay, nice. So my opponent plays a Vigilant Honor Guards. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to so Vigilant Honor Guards, well, this unit is undamaged against Sentinel. So I have a few options here. One thing that I could do is vanquish my opponent's Vigilant Honor Guards, which will just immediately kill them. But what I'm actually going to do here is have my Dispatcher attack into them for 1, because that breaks their Sentinel. So that unit is no longer a Sentinel. He swings in there. Oh, yeah, I should have thought of him potentially doing that, I guess. But, it's an annoying thing for him to do. But I think I just leave that there. So that's no longer a Sentinel because it took the damage. I'm going to deploy Leia. Opponent takes initiative. I will play a... Yeah, we're going to play a Vigilant Honor Guards of our own, which does have Sentinel. And then we're going to have Leia hit the base for 4. And then we're going to use Security Complex to shield our Vigilant Honor Guards, and then we pass. Nice. Agent Callus, that's a good one. Another System Patrol Craft, also nice. So that will be a potential obstacle in space. I don't think we want the Consortium Star Viper. Yeah, that's fine. We can also potentially cargo Juggernaut this round. There's a chance he has removal for the Vigilant Honor Guards, which would be sad, but it can happen. Okay, Waylay. So that's not true removal, but it'll bounce him back to hand. So a little disruptive. They can hit Leia for 4, which is not lethal. I could vanquish them if I want. I think it makes more sense though to just well, I could just replay. Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna just be the replay, I think. Just you know, take advantage of Waylay not being true removal. He can now attack into this unit and make it lose its sentinel, but that's just one of those things he can do. If he has another Waylay, he could bounce it again. Okay, so he goes there, so he does remove that and leaving that on 2. Leia hits the base for 4. He deploys Jyn. I'm gonna go ahead and take the initiative. Jyn is a very strong leader in draft, definitely a real threat, so we'll see how this goes. Just thinking about another card to play here. Ooh, ends up being a make an opening. That's pretty good. So that's going to reduce this -2/-2. So this unit is now this is now a 2/4, which will allow Jin to kill it in one hit and only take 1 damage, or he'll kill it with the Vigilant Honor Guards there. Okay, so then taking taking a da taking 1 damage there because of Jin. I've already taken the initiative, so we're just sort of waiting here. Jin goes for the base. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure I would have done that in his shoes, but that's okay because we gotta take the initiative. Okay, so we have devotion. We could put devotion on Leia here, giving her restore 2. Callus can swing in. We have some nice removal. We have the battlefield marine 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we probably want to. I think we're gonna do devotion on Leia, and then what do we resource here? These cards. I think we resource the marine. Yeah, resource the marine. Okay, so we're gonna do devotion on Leia. So Leia is now a 4/7 with restore 2. That should help me in a potential racing scenario. Not that I know that that's what we're committed to. Gamorrean guards hit the board, so while you control another cunning unit, this unit gains Sentinel. So Leia, now if she attacks into the Gamorrean guards, will defeat them and will restore 2, but will take 4 damage herself, allowing one of my opponent's units to come in and defeat Leia in return. So what we're going to do, we could vanquish the Gamorrean guard. We can't vanquish Jin. I really want Jin off the field. Jin is a major problem for me right now. Um, we could also not attack with Leia, but that seems really bad. So I think what we do is we vanquish the Gamorrean guard here, so that unit's dead. Just kill it. And then he may have some other disruption or problems for Leia. But I'm trying to free things up so that Leia can swing to base. It's possible that I should have tried to wait to get him to use his security complex and then vanquish it. That might have been a better play, but we'll have to see how this goes. Jin hits Leia. That's a surprise play from my opponent here. It kind of plays into um, what I want to be happening because I want to get that Jin off the field. So let's see here. So if I have Leia, so Leia now has 3 HP, so can't attack either of those units. What I'm going to do is attack into the base. That's 5 to his base and heals my base for 2. And then his attitude is sort of yeah. So he's going to use the shield to potentially to just kill Leia there without losing his unit. I'm fine with that. Um, and then he'll swing in for 3. Okay. And oh, he has an Ezra. That's a very annoying card for him to have here. It's a very annoying card for him to have here. I was thinking I was taking control of the game, but it's going to take me a little longer to do that. And I am a little bit worried about these life totals now. Okay, so let's see here. So we can still use Agent Callus this turn. I'm starting to get a little worried though. He's got a substantial board. So I think what we do is we Callus, kill Ezra, draw a card. So by doing this, I leave Callus on the board and the opponent probably has to deal with him. We draw a Vanguard Infantry, which is a garbage card, but interesting. Opponent going for base here. Maybe gonna attack Callus with the other unit. I'm gonna play out the Vanguard Infantry. So when defeated, you may give an experience token to a unit. It's just an extra body here. Might get a small amount of value. Okay, so now he goes there. Callus removed. That unit about to die. Initiative taken. Vanguard infantry can trade with him if needed. Hits the base for 3. Let's see what other plays he might have. Another system patrol craft. Okay. And a Liberator gunship with no ambush. So those are weak plays, but I'm not sure I'm going to get the big advantage that I have here in hand because he has a much stronger board right now. So we got to really think about how we're going to try and get back in control here. So let's see. Okay, so I do have the Vanquish. The Star Viper for Restore is pretty good. The we're going to resource one of these Cargo Juggernauts because I don't know that I'm getting, well, no, I need the Cargo Juggernaut. Let's see here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, have the Vanguard Infantry clear his, first thing I'll do is have the Vanguard Infantry clear his um, honor guards. But then the question is, I'm going to have 3, 4, 5. I have 8 resources now. We're probably going to resource. So we're going to do a system patrol craft, then moment of peace on it. That's 5. That still leaves me with resources to play the Star Viper. We're going to resource one of the Juggernauts. Okay, so we'll lead off. Vanguard Infantry kills there. I don't get this when defeated ability, but I think that's just one of those things. So he hits me for 4. I'm going to system patrol craft, blocking his space aggression here, at least for now. Hopefully he can't remove this. If he can remove this, I think I might just be dead this turn. No, I could still vanquish one of his units, but I'd be very close to death. Okay, so he swings in, dealing 2 damage to me, uh, or 3 damage to me, 2 damage to him. We're going to moment of peace and shield the system patrol craft. Another of his units has to attack in, knocks off the shield. I'm then going to play the Consortium Star Viper. He plays a moment of peace of his own. Okay, I'm going to take initiative. And annoyingly, that means he does get to remove the system patrol craft here without losing one of his own. Oh, and he has another Liberator gunship for my Star Viper. That's crushing. That's probably game over right now. We're going to play it out, but I think this is over. I think his Space Force is just dominant at this point. Yeah, nothing I can do here. Okay, that was a tough loss there, but that's how it goes sometimes. We're going to go ahead and make a little change. We're going to bring in the confiscate that we have in the sideboard here somewhere. Yeah, so we're going to bring in the confiscate here to potentially deal with shields. And we are also going to, do I want that? Oh, what was that? That is not what I wanted to do. All right, flip and group. Okay, so what are we going to cut? I think we actually, so these Vanguard soldiers are actually not good. I think I'm going to cut one of those. I think I'm actually going to cut, no, I can only really cut one. I want to have a turn 1 play. So we're going to cut one of those and we're going to try and do this. The confiscate as a potential counter for shields. Let me just make sure I don't want any of that other stuff. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to try that again. Let's see if we can get the win in game 2. I do have a really good late game, but in this case, oh, nice. Alliance Dispatcher start. That's a good start. Cargo Juggernaut probably gets resourced here. Confiscate, I want to keep, like, I guess I resource the Devotion. It's probably the least good of those cards. Yeah, it's tough though. Okay, so we're gonna lead off. Opponent's still resourcing. Okay, we're gonna lead off Alliance Dispatcher. Let's see what he does. He has the Lothal Insurgents. This is basically the same start as we saw last game. I'll go ahead and take the initiative. Draw 2. Oh, nice. I have some really good endgame stuff here. Um, the problem is it's actually so good that I don't know that I want to resource any of this. I guess we resource the confiscate, and I guess, do we resource the confiscate and like feel bad if he has some out? Yeah, I think I have to resource this. So I can eliminate this with either make an opening or with Echo Based Defender. I think we're gonna eliminate. I think well. So he could have a shoot first or something. Yeah, we're gonna use the dispatcher to play an Echo Based Defender for only 2. He could have a shoot first, which would allow him to kill this guy, but I think that's maybe better than the make an open. Okay, so he takes the trade. That's fine. That's basically what I expected. I take the initiative. And then he uses make an opening on the dispatcher. Okay. So he ends up wasting the recovery on his make an opening, whereas mine is preserved. Ooh, weak draw. Weak draw. Hmm. Do not love that. Now I'm wishing I had played the make an opening on the previous turn, even though it would have wasted the heal, because I just don't have something that good to do this turn. I guess what we do is play Fleet Lieutenant. Did I already resource a Cargo Juggernaut? I did. I don't know that I want to resource another. Well, but all these other cards are like even better, so I guess we do resource a Cargo Juggernaut. Okay, so this is a very weak turn, but I think I end up just playing Fleet Lieutenant no buff, and it at least develops a unit. I could have passed. Okay, so my opponent plays Gamorrean Guards. I'm going to take the initiative, and opponent draws there. Okay, a dispatcher is relevant. So the Gamorrean Guard is a more than a match for my Fleet Lieutenant unless I use make an opening on him. But what we can do is deploy our Vigilant Honor Guards. We can get Leia on the field. We can get the Vigilant Honor Guards going. I think we resource the Dispatcher. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is first action is going to be Vigilant Honor Guards. So this allows me to have a unit that screens my Fleet Lieutenant from those Gamorrean Guards. He can attack into me with Jyn and remain alive, which would be annoying. But if he does so, I can trade for him with the Fleet Lieutenant and then bring out Leia. Let's see what happens here. I'm sort of teching towards that Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight, which I'll be able to play probably in 2 turns, and will hopefully be a big enough bomb to take over the game. Okay, so he plays Vigilant Honor Guards of his own. So now the question is, do I shield my honor guards or do I hit his Fleet Lieutenant? Or no, okay, so what I do is I hit his honor guards with my Fleet Lieutenant, so that breaks their Sentinel. That's the downside of this card. When this unit is undamaged, it gains Sentinel. So he's going to use Jyn to attack my honor guards and do the same thing to me. Um, and so then I'm going to deploy Leia. Not sure what he's doing here. Oh, he's thinking about shielding. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so he does shield the Gamorrean guard. Okay, so that's really setting me up for a great situation because I can make an opening on it. So we're just gonna have Leia hit the base for 4, and then he's gonna take the initiative. I'm gonna draw up, and ooh, okay, so these are some reasonable cards. Okay, so we're trying to go big here though. We probably want to do make an opening plus something. We resource the academy training, or no, wait, do we academy training Leia? No, we're gonna resource the academy training. Okay, so then opponent has the initiative. Probably we see Jyn deploy, which will then mean that the shielded Gamorrean guard is now active as a sentinel. But my make an opening will counter them through their shield. Yeah, so that's exactly what happens. So Jyn deploys. So then we will make an opening, kill the Gamorrean guards through their shield because it's just -2/-2. We still have our security complex, which we may use on this wing guard. Not sure what he's doing here. Jyn might swing into the Vigilant Honor Guards here. That would be a pretty reasonable call. Or might swing into Leia, which would be actually swinging into Leia would be better because he would only take 2 retaliation damage. No, he swings into the Honor Guards, so I think probably a bit weaker of a play because it does mean that my Leia can now defeat Jyn. Um, yeah, so Leia now defeats Jyn while remaining alive. Um, So then he no longer has Jin's ability active, which means that if his Vigilant Honor Guards trade hit Leia, it's a trade. He actually just goes for the base though. And then I'm gonna play my Cloud City Wing Guards. Oh, Lando, that's scary. Okay, so what I need to do here is have I'm gonna need to have Luke kill Lando. And Lando can pierce my Wing Guard shield or can just go through to hit Leia. So let's see. I think I just take initiative here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next round. So I can play. So I now can play Luke to defeat Lando if I want. I think we resource the Bright Hope. I can kill Luke. I can use Luke to kill Lando, but only if I have done. Um, Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Leia kill the Vigilant Honor Guards. She's removed, but now I have a unit defeated, and it powers up Jedi Luke to allow him to defeat Lando in one shot. Okay, so he goes base with Lando, and then we Jedi Luke kill Lando. When played, give an enemy -3/-3. If a friendly unit was defeated this phase, give that enemy unit -6/-6 instead. And I don't know if he actually has anything that can deal with Jedi Luke. So he brings out Ezra. I'm going to hit his base for 2 with the Wingguard. He accidentally took 3. I fixed it. Okay, so he now has a Gamorrean guard on the field, which is a Sentinel. So I could have Luke defeat that in one shot. The question now is, do I use my security complex, or do I just take the initiative? I think I just take the initiative. So we're gonna draw Dodonna. That's okay. X-wing. That's okay. We're not gonna resource right now. Um, yeah, 7 resources will allow me to play 2 of these cards. Okay, so we'll lead off. Luke kills Gamorrean guards, heals my base for 3. He takes 4, but is still alive. Ezra can't attack him because of my Cloud City Wingguard. And I can potentially shield him with the security complex if I get a good window. Ezra attacks into the Wingguard instead, so that's going to deal 3 damage to the Wingguard, only 1 to Ezra because Jyn's ability is used. He gets to look at his top card and chooses to play it, and it's a consular security force. Okay. So then that's a 3/7. That's a pretty solid card. So what we'll do is, let's see, I think Dodonna means that Luke. Yeah, so if I play Dodonna, now Luke is a 7/8, which allows him to kill the security force in one hit and survive. Um, and then Ezra is still an issue, though. Um, yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna play Dodonna here. Waylaying Dodonna. Okay. Okay, could be a lot worse. That means that Waylay isn't going to remove a power unit. Um, so now I still have my Wingguard, and it will take him 1 attack to get through the Wingguard. I can play so he's going to take the initiative, so the Star Viper isn't going to be at that much value. But yeah, no, I think what I do is I play the Star Viper. So now he'll take the initiative. Yep. And now what I'm going to do is Wingguard into his base for 2. And then we are going to use the security complex to shield the Wingguard also to absorb another hit. Um, and then resupply is a resource at this phase in the game. Oops, and it is my opponent's move. Okay, so shield knocked off. And he plays oh nice, a Liberator gunship. Huge value there from Ezra. Unfortunately, didn't have a great option for dealing with Ezra. So now we can do. Oh, I should have resourced so that I could do Vanquish plus the System Patrol Craft. Oh, I did resource, actually. Just kidding. Okay, so then Wingguard has to hit the. No, we can do Vanquish. Yeah, Vanquish on the security force. He plays a Lothal Insurgent, so I'm going to draw 1, drawing a Agent Callus, which I really hope doesn't get discarded. And then we're going to do a random discard. Hopefully I don't lose my. Well, we'll see what happens. I lose my X-Wing, which is unfortunate because it was my other play this turn, but the Agent Callus is a better card than I otherwise had, so that's good. So what we can do here is we can use, do we just pressure base? Hmm. Okay, so we have Luke attack the base heal, for 6, heal my base for 3. He plays a basic X-Wing. So now he's probably going to take the initiative, but I can I could beat him to the punch by taking initiative myself, or I could use my Wingard to remove Ezra so that he doesn't get that draw. But the problem is then he gets to trade with Luke. I think I take the initiative, but I have a different plan for what I'm going to do here. Okay, so taking the initiative, resource this guy. Yeah, so what we'll do is we're going to ambush Ezra with Callus. And yeah, so if I ambush Ezra with Callus, kill Ezra, I draw a card, I block Ezra's card advantage for the turn. Nice, a moment of peace. That is a good card to have here. Luke is still covered by my Cloud City Wingard. Oh, okay. Snapshot reflexes to kill the Wingard and stay alive. Okay, not super crazy. The problem is he could have used Jin's ability to do that also, so I think that was kind of a bad use of snapshot reflexes. Um, we're gonna have Luke. We're just gonna bully the base with Luke, and he concedes. Okay, that's game. So Luke carried the game for me, coupled with some other cards to defend him. We did get the win this round, and we're gonna go into round three. Let's see if we can. We're 1-1. He got the first one. Jedi Luke carried me this time. We're gonna see if we can do something big time again. Jedi Luke is a crazy bomb. Actually, the first card that I drafted and one that I'm very happy to have in this build. First game he didn't show up. Uh, this game he really made his presence felt. All right, Alliance Dispatcher or a Battlefield Marine, great starting cards. And then I can go Dispatcher into System Patrol Craft, which is good. Do we resource Callus? Callus is so good. So we probably resource Vanquish, and then but I don't think I can actually play the Dispatcher safely. I'm gonna. Oh wait, I have Security Complex. I can play Dispatcher and give him a shield. But is it worth it to do that just to play a System Patrol Craft? This is tough. I think we resource the Dispatcher here. I don't want to commit the Security Complex. So he plays a Lothal Insurgent. I'm gonna play a Battlefield Marine. Just basic starting units that basically trade with each other. He takes the initiative. That's. Oh yeah, he already had the initiative. I don't know why it was on my side. Okay, so here we probably resupply. Rare situation where resupply is actually good in this sort of matchup. It's just going to get me closer to my end game. These units can trade with each other. So he hits me for 3. I am going to. I think I want to trade. Yeah, I think I want to trade and then resupply, and then I could have also played make an opening. He just takes the initiative. Awesome. He didn't have a play, so I'm going to resupply, and that's going to get me Leia next turn, which will be really good. Him missing that play means that I am feeling pretty solid about that. The downside of resupply is it puts you in a risky spot. I could play this dispatcher, but I think so I could play the dispatcher. I'm going to resource the dispatcher. Okay, so he has the initiative. He's on 4 resources. I'm on 5. Consular Security Force, that is a powerful unit, but I'm going to deploy Leia. He takes initiative. I'm gonna do academy training on Leia. So she is now a 5/7. We're gonna do so to avoid wasting resources, we're gonna do make or no, do I just want to push? I just want to push. So we're gonna do swing to the base, hit for 6, and then pass. Didn't use all the resources, could have used make an opening there, but I'm gonna save it for when I have a higher value play with it, which might be this turn. Resource the X-Wing. Opponent's still not going to be able to deploy Jyn this turn because I had that resupply, so I'm still ahead. Okay, Vigilant Honor Guard take the field. Um, immediate kill with Leia before he can shield them. Consular Security Force actually not in a position to kill Leia because she has 8 HP with that Academy training. Academy training may be really paying off here. Good chance he hits Leia anyway, though. Yeah, that's what he does. So hitting Leia. So she is now up to 7 damage taken. They take 4 damage in retaliation from the buffed Leia. and so they have 3 HP remaining, so I can't make an opening on them. This is actually a big miscalculation. I had thought I would be able to do this, but in this case it doesn't matter because I'll use Callus to ambush and kill them. And Callus remaining alive with 1 HP, opponent takes the initiative, and we're on to the next turn, unless I want to shield Callus, which I think I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna have 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna have 7. So we probably resource Star Viper here. Ready up. Let's see if he has. He could have make an opening to kill Leia. Yeah, and he does have that. Unfortunate for me, but that's one of those things where the opponent might just have it. So Leia's defeated. We are going to see Jyn actually taking the field this turn, or yeah, Jyn. That's right. So what we're going to do is uh, Fleet Lieutenant Callus into the base. This is just tempo, so he just swings in for 4. So he brings out Jyn. The question now is, do we shield Callus to protect him from Jyn? I think we don't. I think we play System Patrol Craft here. Callus is cool, but I don't care that much if he does. And he indeed kills Callus with Jyn, taking 3 damage. And now we are going to take initiative. And he waylays the System Patrol Craft. Okay, so he's trying to just buy back a little tempo. Hard disadvantage, but it gets him closer. So we can now do takedown on Jyn, and then I'm going to resource something so I can play the System Patrol Craft. So probably we resource, it's either Snowspeeder or make an opening here. I think we resource the make an opening here. So we're going to do takedown, kill Jyn. The really strong removal options in this deck are one of the things that made me excited to play it. Opponent plays a rogue operative. I am going to. I think I just push damage to base. And now we see the Gamorrean. And we're gonna bring out a System Patrol Craft again in space. Let's see if he uses his security complex on his Gamorrean guards. No, he's not going to do it. He'll just take initiative. Okay. So then I'm going to pass as well, move on to the next turn. Confiscate here. This is that counter card that we brought in for those shields, and it might be quite relevant here. We'll have to see whether the opponent is going to bring out some shields at some point in this battle. But if so, we have the counter. We're not resourcing at this point. We really want to see Jedi Luke. That's basically where we're at. Cargo Juggernaut can be brought out this turn. Okay, so he has the Gamorrean Guard kill the Fleet Lieutenant, taking 2. I can Snow Speeder to kill the Gamorrean Guard. The Cargo Juggernaut, the problem with it is that it's vulnerable to the Saboteur on that Fleet Lieutenant. I think it's still worth it. Oh no! Oh, and he has actually already used Jyn. So if the Rogue Operative attacks into this, he dies. So I bring out the Cargo Juggernaut, heal 3, and shield. If you control another Vigilance unit, which I do, heal 4 damage from your base. So big heal there from the Cargo Juggernaut, thanks to the System Patrol Craft. He can knock out my shield with his Rogue Operative, but he goes for the base instead. I'm going to hit his base with my System Patrol Craft. We're pushing for damage on the base here. That is the goal. He brings out Ezra, who I don't love to see. Ezra caused me a lot of trouble in the previous game. And I think at this point we just take initiative back. Oops. There we go. Okay, and then we have an ambush ship attacking into the System Patrol Craft, so we each take 3. I have the initiative though. Okay, and he passes the turn, draw 2. Okay, so System Patrol Craft. So the System Patrol Craft can attack straight to his base. The let's see here. The Snow Speeder would take out. I think we're going to use the Snow Speeder. So the Snow Speeder will take out the Gamorrean guards, taking 4. It would also get to exhaust an enemy vehicle ground unit, but there aren't any. Sad day. Okay, so now he brings out a Vigilant Honor Guards. They do currently have Sentinel. but we're going to use the Cargo Juggernaut to knock their Sentinel off and deal 4 damage to them before he can shield them with his base. It's really interesting that we both have the security complex here. It's leading to some fun scenarios. This is a very cool game that we're playing right now, I think. He's going to use Jyn to make an attack. Well, so if he attacks, no, he's just going to, I think he's just going to trade here, which is actually a pretty good play. Yeah, trade there. Okay. So the system patrol craft off the board, and we could frontline shuttle. Frontline shuttle would allow me to attack with the cargo juggernaut to clear one of his units here if I just defeat the shuttle. But I think it makes more sense for me to develop more offense because he is the one who is lower on life. So I'm going to play the Consortium Star Viper, which is actually a great card here if I take the initiative. Jyn used to have Ezra take out the Snow Speeder. I take initiative. 4 to base. Okay. And he may have another play as well. Nope, doesn't. So we're going to go to the next turn. Nice. Vanquish, Vigilant Honor Guard. Great cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we resource the Wingguard. Go up to 9. Okay, so what we're going to do here is first action, attack with Star Viper. Hits for 3 and heals the base for 2. I'm worried about another ambush craft. Okay, so he ambushes me there, shielding Ezra. We're going to confiscate Ezra's shield. Make him use his complex or whatever if he wants to do that. Ooh, Force is with me. Huge play. That is a crazy play. So he gets to give 2 experience and a shield and can attack, hitting this unit hard. Ooh, he hits the base. Okay. So strange play there, but he is going to do it. And then, ooh, and he sees that and uses it to hit for 5 there. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to stall him. We're going to do frontline shuttle. Nice. So he hits the base. So this is what we were stalling him for. Now we can play our own Vigilant Honor Guards, which is a Sentinel. Oh, no, wait. Actually, hang on. I can't. Yeah. Actually, that's what we have to do. So Vigilant Honor Guard, which is a Sentinel, we get to shield it. Or no, wait. No, we don't do that. Oh man, I'm actually in trouble here. So wait, let's think this through. I need to kill. The problem is the rogue operative goes through Sentinels, so the Vigilant Honor Guard isn't enough to secure the win. So what I need to do is kill the rogue operative, and then Ezra also hits for 5. Yeah, I can't stop both of them. Can't stop both of them because this isn't enough to kill Ezra with the shield. Yeah, that the Force is with me, one in the game. Shoot. Unless there's something I can figure out here. Yeah, no, so we do it. And so we're going to do this and hope he misplays, basically. So Vigilant Honor Guard hits the field. He takes initiative. We're going to shield the Honor Guard. We lose the game unless he misplays, but there is a chance that he misplays. So we're going to see what happens here. Bad draw here, unfortunately. Let's see what he does. Yeah, GG. So he ends up getting the win. That Forces with me was crucial there with the boost. Ended up shielding Ezra. I thought it was a mistake for him to play it into the. I thought it was a mistake for him to play it into the base, but the lucky top deck on the snapshot reflexes meant that he was actually able to gain control. The thing is, I don't know. I feel like I could be wrong. I think that was the wrong move and expectation, and he got lucky. I could be wrong because I think if he hadn't, I don't know. Maybe he knew it was on top of the deck. But if he doesn't hit this snapshot reflexes, then I stabilize this turn and win the game. So it's a really interesting situation. But he did end up getting the win. So congratulations to ZuhairGalaxy. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks to y'all for watching. We'll have another round there to see if I can get game 3.